In this video, we're going to talk about FL Studio 26 channel rack. Okay, I want to call it step sequencer from the old days. If you remember step sequencer, please leave a yap in the comments. You must be an old user of FL. So FL Studio 26, I'm just going to talk as if you're new to FL Studio 26 because this is a beginner's video for FL Studio 26 to familiarize you with the channel rack, which is this thing you're seeing here now. First of all, what you see at your top this way here is an arrow, and you can left click it. You see different options. My screen did not cover it fully. I'll do a whole video on this, so stick around if you want to see it. This is loop starter, left click for Afro, Amapiano, and different genres. But I won't go into that in this video. This is for grouping. If you group, you see your group here. How to group? I'll select 3 things here. Just come here. Group selected. Alt G. Group selected. I'll just call this drums. When I come here now, I can now see the drums. Then this is for the unsorted, which is the ones I did not put in groups, being in unsorted. Okay, next is to play the channel rack. Let me add something to the channel rack so something will be playing. I right click, come to fill each 4 steps. I'll show you more about this. Right click these options later in another video. But what we have here is you can copy, you can fill each 2 step, fill each 8 step, like there are different options here that you can do. We have cloning here, we have delete here. So what I just did, I just right click and come here, delete, clone, and different options that are there. But I won't go into that. I'll just show you how to add a sound to this now. This is what just came with default. So I'll just add something here by left clicking, left click and left click. So if you want to remove something now, you just left click again. It will go out. Now this triangle is for selection. Once you see this triangle highlighted, it means a channel is selected. That's what it means. Okay, so when you see this, it means it's selected. I can click and drag to select, like what I did to the grouping. I click, drag. If I double click, I'll select all. When I click and drag, I can select some. If I hold shift, I can select by left clicking, select and deselect. Why you may want to select many, maybe you want to delete. I have a special video for this. You want to delete multiple tracks. I have them selected by hitting shift, left clicking to control the ones I want. I can come to this arrow here. I'm not showing the full screen here, but I think I can find delete here. So look at it, delete selected or alt delete, but I don't want to delete them. So if you want to delete, you can just do that. And you get that. Another thing I need to show you is the swing. But before I show you the swing, which is this one here, I'll show you the hi-hat. Fill each 2 steps. So what I did, I right click there. I came to fill each 2 steps and I left click it. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is the swing. Without the swing. With the swing now, listen to it. Listen to the hi-hats. Without the swing, with the swing, there's a special kind of delay effect on the swing. I don't know if you can hear it. Like it delays, so there are numbers to it, but right now, I can't tell you the numbers right now, but that's what the swing does. It kind of makes it a little bit kind of bouncy kind of feeling. Because this is swinging the whole channel rack. If you don't want a swing on a particular channel, what you have to do, like let's say the swing now is on the whole channel rack and I don't want it on this hi-hats. This is what I will do. I'll come to the hi-hats, I left click there, and I'll come to this setting. This one that looks like a walking tool for workmen. You just come here to swing and I take it down. Now the swing of the overall channel will not affect it now. Yeah, let me take it up now. You see. Maybe you played keyboard, piano sound, and you don't want the swing of the overall channel rack to affect it. That is what you do. You come to this place here, by left clicking. You left click on this here. Then you come to this that looks like tools for workmen, and you go to swing, and you can remove the swing. Next, these numbers here, they are not just numbers according to order. They are the position of this stuff. For instance, now this hi-hat is number 3. It means it's in number 3 in the mixer. So I can change its position by coming here. You see, just watch the mixer. Watch what is happening in the mixer now. Watch. You see 7. Yeah, you see the movement. 10. You understand? You see this pot here. It's not number of order. It's number of its space on the mixer. I believe you're getting it. If you are new to this FL Studio 26 and you are new to FL Studio, just by watching this video, you can know how to go about channel rack. I want to cover all the basics so that once you're through watching this, you know how to go about channel rack, even if you're using FL Studio for the first time. Okay, this is for volume. Now we take it down. Watch the volume now. Watch, I'll take it down. You see what will happen. See, the sound of the hi-hat is gone. How did that happen? By just moving this volume knob. Okay, the next I want to show you is the panning knob, and it can go from left to right. There's also panning knob on the mixer. I will do another video to show you basics on the mixer, so stick around to get that. So let me pan it to the left, the hi-hat. You can see it here. Just look at the mixer now. You see the thing moving. I will move to the right and move to the left. You see it. As you noticed, the side I moved to on this, that's where the signal is moving left, right, because this shows the position of left and right on the mixer here. So let's go. Okay, to add an instrument, come to this plus sign here. FL keys. We have that. Let me also move to this side. You can loop. Now, this is what loop does. If I have the loop on, I can just hit maybe a point here. And every other thing on this side of the channel rack will appear. I don't need to put them this way. They will just automatically be here. Now, hear it. Now, why this part varies, because I've added one here. And this one now, it means I want to change something here. I need to add, so I can do. And every other thing will be the same. If I remove the loop, the other things will not repeat. These ones will not repeat. But I can just hit this loop to repeat the other things. Hope you got that. This other one is for, now I just click this here. I'm going to do another video to show you everything here. But this one now is for velocity. Now it works for the channel I select, or the instrument or kick or whatever I select. Now this is for velocity. There are other things here. Note pitch. Okay, I'll Ctrl Z that. Release velocity, fine pitch, panning also here, and other things. I won't go into that much. This is called interactive step sequencer or piano roll overview. So if I hit it now, I can see, as if I'm in the piano roll, I can see the things. Yeah, I can just hit and come to the piano roll. Now this is the piano roll. Let's assume you don't know. So here I can move, Ctrl Z. Different position. So that's for that. This is how to off your channel. So with this off now, this button, this one here, this green light here, it will off the instrument or whatever kick or whatever that's here. So let me add this back. Let me remove it. So that's how to off it. Right click and go to piano roll, and I can now add. That's why FL key is there. You can now come here and maybe record your instrument. If you don't know how to record MIDI with your piano, I have a video on that. I'll leave it in the video card. But you can just add something here. That's me just playing around. So I believe you now know how to use channel rack in FL Studio 26. If you're new to FL Studio 26 channel rack, you're just a beginner using FL Studio 26 and you don't know how to use channel rack. You now know how to do that. Like this video if you like it. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out when I drop new videos, because there are many more coming. And leave the comment if this video is helpful. Please let me know. That's like giving me $1 million, man. Let me know this video is helpful. Thank you very much for this video. Oh, this video is nice. Oh, it helped me. You know, I'm so happy when I see comments. I'm El Proto, this on Pro Studio. That's it.